Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday Night Live coin and silver auction with me, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Hope everybody is doing well this evening. That you're staying safe, having a good week, that whole thing. Because, hey, it's always good to see you guys. All right. I see Invisible River Ranch, Brother Doug Wagner, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, Wolf Tracks, Vincent Caparina, Coin Silver, Silverman 92, Rockzilla, Rubicon, James Best, David G, Jack Covert. Good to see you as well, Brother Doug Wagner, Blue and Brown Boatsy, aka Triple B. Gene Anderson, Tom Thumb, Rubicon 60, Dan D'Antonellis. How are you, my friends? Hope, like I said a minute ago, you guys are all doing well. Matter of fact, tonight's Into Stream giveaway is going to be a really cool Seated Liberty $50. Now, it might not be the prettiest, but in this condition, it's still a $60, $70 coin. The midstream is going to be a half-ounce Buffalo. The early bird is going to be a quarter-ounce, and they're all accompanied by a James Warner 40% silver. Pretty cool. What's up, Mike Sampson, Gary S., Bootsy, what's going on, Doug Harding, Jay Money, how you doing? Buy Up Gold and Silver, Mud Swat, Tom Thumb, what's up, KCB, Wausau Game Cam, good to see you, good to see you. But yeah, 1877 is definitely a good year. What's up, Fat Baxter? All right, guys, we're going to turn on the Nightbot for the giveaway, the early bird. Get this party started. When we have a lot of stuff going. Oh, I've got the wrong format going on here. Let me guys, J-Dog with a $10 super chat says, "Oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody." RavenHawk Coins is back in the mix. That's too funny. I had the wrong screen. Didn't even realize it. Oh, man, too funny. All right, let's get the party started. That's why I couldn't find. I was looking for the Nightbot, and I'm like, okay, this is really strange. I can't seem to find it. Let me see something here. There's Nightbot. All right, we'll get this ready. Oh, what the heck? Oh no, come on. Okay, there we go. Man, everybody always wants an update of something, don't they? All right, guys, get your names in while you can. What's up, Donkey Socks, Silver Wishes, Happy Bears, how you doing? Little Penny Coins, my brother Jack Covert back in the nest, Mike Schleiz, Mike Sampson, Cason 2006. It is warm in here. I'm going to have to turn on my fan. Let's give that a 2. I've been held hostage by a light in my office. I'll explain that a little later. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a minute. Get your comments in, and then we will do the giveaway and start the auction. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. The red stapler. Michael Hargis. I'll put it next to the coins for when we come back. You'll see it on a bigger screen even. All right, I'll be right back. Everybody, making my way back. I'll be making my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. All right. Let's see who's going to be the early bird winner. What's a metallic silver skull in the nest? Especialo. Teacher, you're back. All right. 3, 2, 1. Bing. David G, you just won yourself a 1/4 ounce of silver and a Kennedy. All right. Now, where's my box to... Miss Raven's been killing me lately. All right, we'll use this box here. All right, congratulations to David G. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get this party started, my friends. All right, close that out. All right, let's do this, my friends. It'll be a fun night. We got the Invisible River Ranch scope going on for any coins that need to be seen under the loop. First item up, ladies and gentlemen, these are absolutely too cool. This is 2 ounce special edition copper, and it is called the Hellhound. You can see it has 2 sides. And they're going for about $25 online. There's like a series of them. And we're going to start the bid at just $1, my friends. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. What's up, Crawdaddy Stacks? How you doing, brother? And just for run-of-the-mill coppers, I'm seeing dealers are now selling coppers for like just $5 for generic styles even, which is kind of surprising. This is different. Okay, you know, this is definitely literally the lowest initial crowd that we've ever had at an auction. I don't know what's going on. Michael LeFew coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at 10 with the George Jack Covert coming back on the attack, dropping the bomb on us. Jack Covert in the lead at 20, looking for at least 21 to get her done. Going once. Jack in the lead. Oh, tomorrow's a holiday. What's tomorrow? Going twice. Michael LeFew with the 2-2. Going once. But yes, everybody being here is definitely awesome to be here. Awesome Coin Shop Talk says, teacher. Thank you, teacher. Going twice. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Juneteenth. Jack Covert coming in at 23. Like he's Johnny T. Going once. Going twice. Michael LeFew says, pew, 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 coming in at 24. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Michael LeFew in the lead. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set is going to be sold to Michael LeFew for 24. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm wondering, I'm almost guaranteeing, because I didn't see a notification pop up on my phone about us being live. Normally I get something that says that we're live, and right now I'm telling you, I've literally have never seen it be this small an audience. But hey, that just means better deals for those that are hanging out in the nest throughout this auction. You guys are absolutely epic. Matter of fact, let me check something here real quick so I don't mess things up. Let me see something here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Let's get into lot number 2. It's always rough when silver drops, that's for sure. We have a 1894 Nollins Minted Barber Quarter in the CAC holder. Better date. In a more entry-level grade, but still a great coin. In that, because that's a better date, in that condition, the coin's worth about $60. Crawdaddy Stacks, I posted a notification every Wednesday on my channel. I put one that has a link to the video, and then over on RavenHawk Coins and Auction Previews, that's every Wednesday. It should have came. If you're subscribed to that channel, it should come up for you, my friend. All right, and starting bid on this one will be at 45. Like I said, this was worth about $60, give or take. It happens, man. It's all good. What can you do, you know? Guys, Triple B trying to get in there. Doug Harding alive at 45. Looking for at least 46 in the mix. Going once, my friends. Yeah, my phone didn't show a live thing. And here's the other weird thing. Seeker told me he put me on his Discord announcing going live. So, you know, the show should show there, and it should show that the video came out yesterday. Cole coming in at 48, looking for 49. Do we hear 49 going one time to Mr. Cole? Blue and brown, triple B was in the lead. But Cole now at 48, looking for 49. Triple B at 50. Doug Wagner, 46 months as a platinum penguin, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely epic. Thank you, Doug. All right, guys. Cole in the lead. Again, blue and brown Boatsy was at 50, but Cole at 52. Looking for 53. Lackward Johnny T going twice. Cole in the lead. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Cole in the lead at 52, looking for 53. Blue and brown Boatsy with the George, because he can't drive. 55. All right, going once to Triple B. Going twice. Cole at 56 in the mix with the snow. Going once. Going once again to Triple B, going once at 57. Cole at 58. We got a back and forth battle going once. Going to Cole, coming in at 65. Dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. You dropped the bomb on me. Triple B. Going once. Going twice. Last call from Mr. Owl. K-Ho. Cole is out, ladies and gentlemen. Triple B at 65 and staying alive. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to blue and brown Boatsy for 65. Triple B with the win. CM Silver. Good to see you, brother. Thank you, man. I had a lot of fun there. I sold an $11,000 diamond ring the other day. Nice, Mud Swat. All right, so this was Triple B. Thank you, Triple B. Very cool. All right, lot number 3. We have one of the really cool ones up tonight. The Japanese Samurai Silver Shoe. Hello, Moog. Welcome to the show. All right, there is that. And these are worth about $45 when they're raw like this. You get them graded, they can go up pretty high. Starting bid on this, we're going to say $30. I sold an entire set of kookaburras once on here for like $2,000. Guys, Doug Harding coming in at 30 with the Snopin, starting us off. Mr. Doug at 30, looking for at least 31 to get it done. Going once. Doug Harding in the lead at 30. Dewey at 31. Going twice. Doug about to get the deal of the century. Triple B says, I got double threes and a George to go along with it. Going once. Triple B in the lead. Doug Wenner says, shoo-hoo. Doug Harding at 35. But I have a air coin in my case right now at coin shows that's worth about $5,000. Actually, the most expensive thing I sold was my Libertad set a while back. Crawdaddy Stack says, bless you. Going twice. Doug Harding in the lead at 35, looking for at least 36. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Rockzilla with the Snope at 36. Mud Swat, that is the danger of starting them off lower. Doug Harding at 37. Triple B at 38. Looking for 39. Going one time. Sam's Coin Collecting. Welcome to the nest from the UK. Rockzilla coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Moog, welcome to the nest as a Copper Falcon. Mr. Moog in the lead, going twice. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, blue and brown Boatsy with the George at 45. Looking for 46, going twice. J-Dog walked away for a little bit, I think he said. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. I think he said he would be away for a little bit. Rockzilla is out. Triple B in the lead. All in. Fair warning. This bad shoe is to Triple B for 45, ladies and gentlemen. Silver Chupacabra in the nest. What up, Chup? I wanna choop, baby, choop, choop-a-doop, doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, man, too funny. Invisible, we know you're there, we just can't see you. All right. Up next, my friends, we have a 1945 Denver Silver War nickel up for grabs. NGC slabbed and certified at a 66, my friends. That is a legit grade for a really cool coin. Retail about 45 bucks, give or take, depending on what shop you shop at or where you go. But you know me, I always start off things under the retail and go from there. We're going to start off at 35. What's up, Okie? How you doing, my friend? Silver Chupacabra says, where? I don't know where he's at. I think he's there. Stepping away for a few minutes, says Triple B. Guys, Doug Harding coming in. The price of that, that half ounce, isn't that like something ridiculous, like $18,000, Link? Guys, buy up gold and silver coming in at 36 in the mix, looking for 37, going once. Buy up gold and silver in the lead at 36, looking for 37. Do we hear 37, going twice. Buy up in the lead. $7.50 for the silver. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Guys, Doug Harding at 38, making it great. Buy up at 39 and doing fine. Going one time. Okie, anytime I'm here hanging out in the nest, brother, I'm doing very well. Going twice. Buy up in the lead, looking for 40. Last call for Mr. Al Key Hall, my friends. Buy up in the lead at 39. Douglas Harding coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Doug going once at 40, looking for 41. Going twice. Doug Harding in the lead. That's it. The 1 ounce gold was the one that shocked me. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Doug Harding at 40. Will it hold to be sold? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Mr. Doug for 40. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The kind of money that the mint's trying to do is, I mean, come on now. Even with super limited stuff, that's just nuts. Doug Harding. Nope, I don't do any business with the mint. Just so you guys know. I used to. I was a long time subscriber and everything. And honestly, they've done me kind of dirty a couple times. And I got to a point that I could no longer, in good conscience, support them. You know, I think that's just kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, there's people that'll buy them. They will. Mint pricing has gone insane. I plan to buy nothing this year, says James Best. $7.50 for a half ounce of silver, $10K for the half ounce of gold, and then the 18 or $19K for the 1 ounce. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's like when back in the day when Silver Seeker would have auctions. No, I'm kidding. Seeker's a good dude. All right, here we go. 1943 Philly and Denver steel cents, annex graded and certified at MS-64s. You know what, Moog? It's the same thing that Mexico did with the Libertads last year. The entire mintage of most things, even with the ridiculous price. Yeah, that is sad, brother. That is really a money grab that really makes, almost no sense at all. All right, this set of two beautiful oldies in a mint box, soapbox holder. What's up, Silver Stacker Cracker? Let's say the starting bid on these two bad boys together, we're going to say $40. Roxzilla says, I remember those Seeker auctions. Now, that was crazy. You know what I did? I did remember seeing a 1 ounce silver heart sell for like $1,200 once. All right, guys. Running Stupid says the 1 ounce is $20K. Holy cow. Doug Harding coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Going once to Doug. Looking for at least 41. Old soapbox holders, MS-64s. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. I saw Seeker at the Tulsa show. We had a good time. I have to tease from time to time, He's a buddy. All right. Last call. All in. Fair warning. It looks like this bad pair is going to be sold to Doug Harding for 40. Holy cow. You guys are getting epic deals tonight, man. I will say this. I've noticed Whatnot is really crushed the way things used to be here on YouTube as far as the crowd sizes and everything. I mean, they're running their auctions 24 hours a day. That's kind of hard to compete against, All right, so Doug. Doug Harding, thank you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve LaPointe just subscribed. Oh, I would have thought Steve had always been subscribed. Oh, all right. Next item up. I'll have to figure out how to bid and pay bro for the next. Silver Stacker Cracker, you're good to go, my friend. You just bid live. You see the prices on the screen. What's up, Steve LaPointe? All right, here we go. 1951 MS-65 Franklin half, ladies and gentlemen. PCGS slabbed and certified MS-65. Like the gavel. Yes, that is a casino token. That is my gavel. I was the first one to have a silver gavel. Many have copied it since. What's up, Joe Overlee? All right, this one is worth about $80, ladies and gentlemen, for this coin in this grade. Starting bid on this would have to be 65 to stay alive. American Patriot. That's insane, my friend. Guys, Rockzilla coming in at 70 with the George, my friends. Rockzilla in the lead, going once. Rockzilla's like, that's a good coin. I'm grabbing that. Going twice. You know how we do it. We don't slow roll, my friends. Last call. Cole coming in at 72 with the pew, pew, pew. Going once. Looking for 73 like we're Johnny T. Going twice. Cole in the lead, looking for 73. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Cole for 72. My goodness, you guys are literally kicking butt tonight. You're getting some heck of a deals going on. We'll put this for Cole. C-O-A-L. Good to see Joe. I know Mike Sampson was here a little while ago. I'm surprised Mike hasn't jumped on some of these deals. Or Joe. All right, next item up. But good to see you, Steve LaPointe. 1902 MS62 Morgan Silver Dollar. NGC slabbed and certified. This is a harder year to get. I think there was about 8.1 million of those minted. I do have a reserve at 95, as this coin's worth at least 105. So good luck, my friends. Good luck. Mike was here a couple minutes ago. Especialo with a $10 super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Rockzilla coming in at 95 and staying alive with the George. Going once, my friends. Rockzilla in the lead at 95, looking for 96, going twice. Rockzilla in the lead. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. 8.6 million, says Ty McFadden. Cole C coming in at 98, making it great, looking for 99, going once. Cole in the lead at 98. Going twice. What's up, Davis Wall? Good to see you, brother. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Cole in the lead at 98. Will it hold? You just never know. Where's it gonna go? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Cole for 98. Oh, wait. He says I got a bid while B3 is gone. All right, did Cole get it? Let's double check. Yep, Rockzilla just barely missed it. Rockzilla, I appreciate you trying though, brother. Thank you, my friend. All right, Cole. What's up, Kilroy? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Alrighty. Rockzilla was late to the party, to the festivities. Alright, I gotta move some stuff over there. Let me get this sucker to line up. Lot number 8. We're gonna do a giveaway after lot number 14, so keep that in mind. Oh, this one is a beauty. It's a beaut, Clark, right here. 2020 silver, proof 69 ultra cameo, 3 nines fine silver. on this one. That's why you can see how overly ridiculously frosty that is. These go for $100. I do have a reserve at 85. What's up, brother Bill Driscoll? And good luck, my friends. Life happens. Good to be back. Hope I can make it on a regular basis again. Well, we appreciate it, Kilroy. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see Steve LaPointe. Wait, Doug Harding upgraded his membership. Doug, thank you, brother. I'm sorry I missed that. Oh, there it is, way up there. It says, welcome to Platinum Penguin. Thank you, Doug. And thank you, teacher, for letting me know I missed that. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. But yes, in this condition, that coin retails for about 100 to 110. We do have a reserve at 85. Steve LaPointe, YouTube has been unsubbing subscribers. I will let him know. And yeah, Create Craft, I did say thank you for the $10 from Especialo. That was really nice of them. The reserve on this one is 85. Create Craft and Mr. LeFew. All right, guys. Mr. LeFew at 85 and staying alive, going once. Coming in with the George. Going twice. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. You know what? I know what YouTube does is like if you're not active on a channel, they will do that. They sometimes think that you're like somehow a bot or whatever. All right, guys. Welcome back. Triple B. All in. What's up, Chad Brookman? Guys, Cole C with the George at 86 in the mix. Going twice. Yeah, I'm not sure why they do that either, but they do. I've heard it for over the years. Last call. And I've also noticed that like stuff that I used to always watch is never suggested to me anymore, which I think is kind of weird because I do like different subjects, but sometimes it takes me a while to get back. All right, Cole in the lead at 86, my friends. Cole about to get another killer deal. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Cole C for 86. Thank you for the bid, Mr. LeFew. I appreciate you, brother. Very nice. And I'm curious, you know, like I don't do Discord myself, but you know, I did tell Seeker, hey, could you put the preview video thing on the channel? He told me he did. I'm just wondering, is the Discord even really that active these days? I forgot to ask him. I know it used to be pretty busy in there. All right. We have a key date 1923 S Walking Liberty $50. NGC slabbed and certified as a fine 15. This coin right here in that condition, because it is a key date, is still worth at least $130 retail. Some people are trying to get 140 to 150, but here at RavenHawk Coins, we got the reserve on it at 120. That is a cool one to get your hands on. What's up, Gary? Mr. G Loft G. All right, guys. Good luck, my friends. So if you're somebody trying to fill a key date spot, this is a great coin for that. And at 120, you're not doing too bad. Silver Chupacabra says, I forgot about it. Matter of fact, you just reminded me. Guys, brother Doug Harding coming in at 120. There's a ton of people selling coins on TikTok too. I've seen stuff go for really high prices and prices so low they're unheard of. Some buck and go auctions don't even get up to spot price. Yeah, going once. It's hard to compete with that, you know? Going twice, because honestly, you know, it was weird. Way back, we used to literally, I mean, any coin that you put up went for way more than you thought it would. I'm just really lucky that you guys are here supporting the channel the way you do. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Brother Doug in the lead. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Doug Harding for 120. You know, I've noticed a huge change in the way that the auctions are done. The amount of people at the auctions is a fraction of what it used to be. You know, on YouTube. And maybe that's partly on me. Maybe I need to start finding a way to advertise on different platforms, because sometimes people don't realize, you know, that these are going on. But I've always had a really good following here. So it's one of those things where I guess you kind of get complacent in what you're doing. And, you know, it's on me, not you guys. I appreciate every one of you, as you know. On my auctions these days, 95% of my stuff doesn't sell, says Crispy Coins. See, and that's, you know, oh, you also have eBay doing live auctions. Kind of crazy stuff. All right, 98S Silver, Proof 70, Ultra Cameo, Roosevelt Dime, NGC slabbed and certified, my friends. That is a beaut. Mud Swat, you rock too, bro. Thank you, my friend. Retail on this bad boy is about 25 bucks. And we will start the bid at $1. Good luck. Mud Swat, I know the movie you're talking about. I want some dry white toast to go with the 4 chickens and the Coke. I don't know, Raven. It's summer and light out. That's a big difference too, guys. Is that it is summertime. People out there having fun. Doug Harding coming in at 15. Doug's like the winning like crazy tonight. Going once to Doug. As long as I am on this earth, as long as you're having auctions, I will be here, brother. J Dog, you're my bro. A brother from another mother, Mr. J Dog. All right, last call from Mr. Alcohol. Doug Harding in at 15. Jeez whiz. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Doug Harding. A proof 70 for $15. Oh my goodness. Quail is really good. All right, Doug Harding. I literally think I'd probably lost about $3 or $4 on that last one. But hey, it's all bueno. We're doing good. All right, next one coming up, we have from 9/11 World Trade Center Ground Zero Recovery, a 1963 Jamaican half penny, my friends. And these go for anywhere between 25 and 40 bucks. I will start the bid off at $15. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Doug sold $3,500 of Pokemon last week. Holy cow. Frodo coming in at 15. Gary in at 16. Covert trying to get in there. Guys, Covert at 19. No, that's that. You know what's Silver Chupacabra? That'd be funny. Oh my goodness, guys. I got one last night. A Ultra Breaks, which kind of shocked me. Frodo at 21, looking for 22, going once. Guys, Covert at 23, like he's Johnny T, going once. Going twice. They were doing what was supposed to be shipwreck stuff, and I pulled it out, and it was a genuine. It didn't have a grade. I don't understand how that's like even. I was just flabbergasted. Last call. Covered in the lead. I've got 3 of them, he says. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jack Covert for 23. I've always been really, thanks for being a part of it, man. Macho Man. Oh yeah, Randy Stacker in the nest. This is Jack Covert. No, I got a different coin from Ultra Breaks. It came out of a pack. Frodo says, I'm very addicted to what? Well, they feed on addictive personality stuff, Frodo. They really do. It's one of those things where that's why the auction timing is so short. It's so that it locks you in. You know, you got to get it done quick as possible or you won't get the coin. But like I was saying, so this Ultra Breaks thing was supposed to be shipwreck stuff. And I got one of those copper cash ones that they couldn't even give a straight grade to. It was just genuine. And I thought to myself, man, I would be mad if I paid for that. You know, I'll probably get in trouble by Ultra Breaks for saying it in public, but unbelievable. Yep, short times, no research, that's for sure. Here we go. 2022 70 deep cameo, silver, 3/9's fine. Right there, proof 70. Ladies and gentlemen, top grade that you can get. This coin's worth about 35 bucks. I will start the bid off at 20. That's almost half price. Steve LaPointe, whatever I sold, I ended up buying. I did a video like a day or two ago. Guys, Frodo coming in at $5 says 100% brother. Doug Harding coming in at 20, looking for at least 21, going once. I wonder where Eric A is. I hope he's doing okay. Going twice. Doug's getting all the super deals tonight. A proof 70 dime, proof 70 quarter. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jack Covert with the deuce on the loose, going once. Jack Covert in the lead, looking for 23, going twice. Yeah, I thought it was a cool drop too, but it literally was a cash, and it was just a genuine, which really blew my mind. But yeah, Steve LaPointe, I literally, everything I sold, I ended up rebuying stuff. Jack Covert at 25, going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jack Covert about to get the super deal. All in. Fair warning. This coin is sold to Jack Covert for 25. Holy cow. What a deal. But yeah, and I've been with Ultra Breaks for quite a while, guys. So I'm really, what I didn't understand is, it's always been that your stuff is really high grade in that, and to see something that was just a genuine and you couldn't get a straight grade for it. Luckily I don't pay for those, but had I paid for it, oh my goodness, I would be really, really upset if I was somebody that saw that they came out with a series. And here's the other thing, they hit you with saying, well, there's only 1,500 total mystery packs being sold. I mean, I don't get it. I don't agree with it. I don't even know how to think about it, guys. I think it's just wrong. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bad girl. Very cool. 1836 VF25 capped bust half. Frodo, welcome to the nest as a copper falcon. Frodo, if you become a platinum penguin, you get free shipping. That'll save you money. Because if not, it's a $5 flat fee. Joe Overly said goldbacks are great, but the company is not. All right. I do have a reserve on this one at 135. That is a decent deal for this coin. You don't see a lot of them graded. You see a lot of them raw. Rockzilla coming in at 135 with the George. Looking for at least 140. Going once to Rockzilla. Going twice. You know me, we don't slow roll, my friends. If there's only one person bidding, we get right through it. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Rockzilla in the lead at 135. Looking for 140. Guys, Doug Harding coming back on the attack at 140, looking for 145. Rockzilla answering right back at 145 with the Snope of his own, looking for 150, going once. Rockzilla in the lead at 145, looking for 150, going twice. Ultimately, they are out to take folks' money for their stuff. Yep. And, I'm kind of bummed because I've always liked Ultra Breaks and the stuff they do and the way that they help the people, Last call from Mr. Alki Hall, ladies and gentlemen. He says, okay, Rockzilla, I had to try. Rockzilla in the lead at 145. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Rockzilla for 145. Frodo said, that's a new argument. I have not heard about goldbacks. Please tell me more. I myself can only say that I concur with Joe and his statement. I won't get into it really because the shop I work at sells them. And here's the thing. I think goldbacks are a cool product. That's the really all I can say. I think it's a cool idea, cool product, a little pricey in a way, but that price you're able to use if you can you can trade and do stuff with it. Unfortunately, what Joe said about them as a company, I have to agree. All right, here we go. 1922. I'm sorry, 22. Jeez. 1921 piece Wow, I just doubled it. I did it twice. I put the wrong year and the wrong name. It's a 1921 Morgan AU-55, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. I used to be a big, what's up, Peck Neck? How you doing? I was a big supporter of Goldback. I did a lot of videos and promoted them quite heavily. And I'll just say they did me dirty. Really dirty. All right, starting bid on the Morgan silver dollar is going to be $70, my friends. A Pisorgan. I heard peace and looked really quickly. Oh, man, that's funny. What's up, Zach Katz? In an AU-55, you're looking at 8. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I think I said 70. Actually, let's say starting bid is 65. Sorry about that, guys. The artwork is amazing on them. That's for sure. You know, like I said, I like the product. I don't like some of the things that I experienced, and unfortunately, that's just how it goes, guys. I mean, here's the thing. They're all in it for the money, you know? Silver Chupacabra, the coin I came for was sold. Sorry, brother. All right, guys. A 1921 AU-55 Morgan at $65. I mean, melt on this thing's like 50 something, isn't it? Let me see where gold and silver ended up at. Ah, yep. Silver at 65. Wow. You'd think I'd pay closer attention, but I don't always do it. Okay. Going once. Going twice. No, but I got a Morgan for 65. Graded. Last call. All right, I guess it's a no sell on the 1921. I will have to take that to the shop tomorrow and sell it to my boss. I think I can get 65 from him. I tried to get the one gold back from each release. The 1/4 is a joke. Oh, I will say this. Cats for Trump, I don't have any Libertads up for grabs, brother. When I was talking to Goldback as a company and doing stuff for them and promoting their stuff, one of the things I said is, hey, and actually Stephanie, the girl that does the videos with me, was there. We both were talking. We're like, wow, 1/4 Goldback. And we presented it to him and said, you guys should make a 1/4 Goldback. Buy it now for Wounded Warriors, says Rockzilla. Thank you, brother. I will put that in an envelope for Rockzilla for Wounded Warrior Project for 65. Thank you, brother. That is very nice of you. So we said, hey, you ever think about doing a 1/4 Goldback? And they literally laughed and said, we lose money on the half Goldback already. We will never, ever make a 1/4 Goldback. And what did they do? They made the 1/4 Goldback. Now, I know in corporate world, a lot of times people's ideas are discounted, and you know it's a joke where Bob makes a suggestion and the next person says, hey, let's do this, and all of a sudden Bob wasn't the one that suggested it. That's one of those things that was mind-blowing. All right, 1968 S Proof 68 Cameo Create Craft, I actually have never put a gold back on a Sigma. That's so little on there, you know. Moog, you know what? I don't know if I put a... Let me see if I put an accented hair on. I didn't, Moog. But I do have two different accented hairs. Moog, if you email me, we could figure something out on one of them. I have a 66 and a 67 grade. All right, this Kennedy Cameo worth about 40 bucks. And honestly, I'm into it for about 33, but we'll say the starting bid at 30. Good luck, my friend. Guys, Jack Covert coming in with the George at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Harding in there at 41. Looking for 42 like Mr. LeFew. Pew, pew, pew. Going once. Covert in at 43. Looking for 44. Going once. Jack Covert in the lead. Harding in at 45 with the snow. Going once. We're going to do a giveaway. Oops, you know what? I'm sorry I messed up. We were supposed to do a giveaway on that last one. Covert at 47 going once. Harding at 48 going once. But Moog, if you email me, we could work something out, I think. I don't do that a lot, but I do have two accented hair, a 66 grade and a 67. Covert is out to Doug. Last call. Doug Harding. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Mr. Doug Harding for 48. Oh yes, that is Cameo. It says it right on the slabbage. All right, so Doug Harding. Thank you, Mr. Doug. All right, let's do our giveaway that I messed up on doing. So, you know what? We're going to add something to it. We're going to get down on it. All right, this is going to be a 1/2 ounce silver and a Kennedy 40%er from James Warner. That's our giveaway, but since I held it up. Oh, I'm going to show you the Ultra Breaks coins, guys. I didn't make a video because I was really kind of surprised that they did that, but look at this. Nope, you just have to be here, Zach Katz. This is what I pulled out of the Ultra Breaks. It's super cleaned. That is literally the one that I got, and I didn't do a video because I didn't think it was worth doing. But you know what? I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to I'm going to throw it in to the midstream giveaway here. I got it for free. I'm going to give it away. Somebody else can have it. Maybe they were overtaken by Goldback. But that is what came out of the latest Goldback, the latest Ultra Breaks. I was shocked. All right, let's do the giveaway. And I apologize that it was delayed, but I said I would add something, so there it is. All right, I'll be back in a couple minutes. So to get the person's name to come up, you just have to put @ in the first letter, and then it'll bring up their name. All right. So like for RavenHawk coins, it's @ RA, and then it'll bring up RavenHawk, and you click on it, and it'll actually tag a person that way. Good luck, my friends. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Can you imagine? It'd be like, you couldn't even get it scratched down enough. But oh, some stuff came out. You're probably watching. I was talking about Goldback too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for another epic giveaway here on RavenHawk Coins. Let's see who's going to be the lucky winner of the chicken dinner in 3, 2, 1, go. That one VR4, ladies and gentlemen. That one VR4. You just won the giveaway. Oh, and if you ever win something and you don't get it, make sure to email us to claim your stuff, because a lot of times people aren't claiming their stuff, and sometimes they are, but if it goes for too long, just email us. We'll double check and we'll get it out to you no matter what, you know. All right, let's get that back down there. Turn off the night bot. I'm in the 405. Oh yeah, if you're on a cell phone, you can't tag people, that's for sure. I remember I won a giveaway my first time watching an auction, and that's how we met. Yep, I remember that, Joe. Mr. Overlee. What's up, Muscle Shell? All right, next one up, ladies and gentlemen. This one is cool. I really like the Chinese. So this is called Night and Day. It's the double Chinese dragon, and it's 2 ounces of copper. They're selling for about 25 bucks online. Starting bid on these, I'm going to say about 15 bucks. Too bad I've never owned $1,000 note. That's funny. All right, guys. Joe Overlee coming in at 15. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe's starting off the auction strong. Ryan Fulkerson, I'm pretty lazy. Never got the PP figured out. Still great shows. Your show popped up again. Must be a sign. Don't get notifications for your normal videos, but I get notifications for this. Well, thank you for being here, Ryan Fulkerson. All right, guys. Joe Overlee at 18. Looking for 19. Going once. Hey, Link, I'll send you $1,000 note once you send me like 12 grand. Ty McFadden coming in at 19. Overly at 20. Going once. Overly in the lead. Going twice. McFadden at 21. Covert at 23, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Going twice. Covert in the lead at 23. Looking for 24. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jack Covert at 23. All in. Fair warning. Overly coming in at 24. Just got in there just under Mr. LeFew. Looking for 25 to Covert going once at 25. Oh, Mr. LeFew at 26 in the mix. Going once. LeFew in the lead at 26. Overly is out going twice. LeFew in the lead. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. LeFew at 26. Do we hear 27? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Mr. LeFew for 26. Thank you, Mr. LeFew. Thank you, Mr. Overly. All right. Mr. Covert. Yeah. That new gold at the mint, I can't believe they can justify trying to get 20 grand for a 1 ounce of gold. That's unbelievable. All right. 1974 SMS 67 silver Ike dollar, ladies and gentlemen. Just in silver alone, there's over 20 bucks in that bad boy. And I think they're worth about 40. I'm going to say the starting bid on it is at 30 bucks. We'll go under sheet at 30 for a silver Ike at an MS67 grade. Doug Harding coming in with the George at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the half ouncer American Patriot, that just... I'm sorry, guys, but it's really, really crazy how they are going for the money grab the way they are. Going once. Going twice. Doug Harding might get back-to-backs. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin sold for another deal to Mr. Harding for 30. So I'll tell you something, guys. On that coin right there, I think I paid 27 for it. After shipping and stuff. But I'm happy. Doug's bought a lot. He deserves it. Never ordered there for the mint. They're way overpriced. Matter of fact, the last turning cardboard into silver. Nope, I have not seen the Celebration 250 silver coin. Hey, but Joe Overly, I also had to go somewhere, buy the coin, use my gas, use my time. So if I pay myself even just as little as $20 an hour, I lose money on something like that. But it's all good. It is what it is. This is my favorite of the silver quarters, or of the American, the beauty quarters. This is the Samoa Park 3/9 fine silver, proof 69 ultra cameo. I'm not mad at you, Joe. This one worth at least 25 bucks. And I'm going to say 20 bucks. That'll be the starting bid on this one. You can't even buy him for less than that, like, ever. Doug Harding coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Covert trying to get in there. Going once. Doug Harding in the lead at 30, looking for 31. Going twice. Gary trying to get in there. Covert trying to get in there. Covert is out. Last call. Doug is having mercy on me. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Metallic Silver Skull coming in at 32 with the George. Doug Harding at 33. Going once. Time is very, very valuable. Going twice. Metallic Silver Skull coming in at 35 to stay alive. Going once, my friends. Going twice. Wonder where Daryl USA is. There's a lot of people missing lately. Last call. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead. This is a 2020 S Silver Quarter from the American Samoa Park. 3/9 fine silver in a proof 69. Sold the Metallic Silver Skull for 35 bucks. Oh, forgot to drop the hammer. Yeah, you know what, J-Dog, people come and go. You know, and there's a few, like, just life has changed. Like, I know that, you know, Resin Dragon, she mods on my channel, Silver's Seeker's channel, and Rob finds treasure, and then they've bought a new house, and they got a lot of stuff going on, and, you know, she's only able here to make it once in a while. You know, things just change. Heck, Rich Fontaine, I still talk to him from time to time, and he just can't get on. Same thing with Chris Nab. He's a rhodium, highest level, but he'd rather be, you know, he can't do Thursday nights for auctions, and Sundays it's with having Coin Crew going on before that makes it a hard thing. A Foot for Silver, I have no idea what's going on with him. I haven't heard from him in a while. He does call and text every once in a while. All right, 1953 PCS Slabs certified MS64 full bell lines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very hard one to get your hands on. A Foot for Silver is a trucker. You know, he drives across the United States doing stuff. In this condition, this is $100 coin all day and all night. I had the reserve at 90. The best, you know what? I will drop it to 85, but that's the absolute best I can do on that because the coin is worth over 100. And 53 is a harder year to get, whether it be raw or graded. Guys, J-Dog coming in with the George at 85. Looking for 86 in the mix. Going once. Strawberry cream popcorn. Yep, going twice. CM says I mostly lurk around now. I'm getting old. We love you though, CM. Last call. J-Dog about to get a smoking deal at 85 all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To J-Dog for 85. I knew J-Dog couldn't resist all the slabbage. Thank you, J-Dog. Blue and Brown Boatsy with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Blue and Brown Boatsy. Triple B. That is a great buy. Emil will know. Emil, he slightly likes Franklin's. He knows that is a killer deal on that. All right, next one up, we have one more of the 3/9s fine. This is the Rockefeller National Park. Proof 69 cameo, ultra cameo. Another coin worth at least 25 bucks. I'll put the bid on it. What's up, Copper Out Coins? It was great to see you too, brother. Let's go. Starting bid on this is going to be 18 bucks. Even J-Dog finds a bone every now and then. All right. Good luck, my friends. Guys, Jack Cover with the deuce on the loose. Harding trying to get in there. Covert in the lead at 22. Gary trying to get in there. Going once at 22. Looking for 23. Going twice. Last call. Jack Covert in the lead. All in. Fair warning. What's up, Roadkill? Doug Harding coming in with the George and the Snope. At 23, looking for 24. Covert at 25, ladies and gentlemen. Covert in the lead at 25, going once. Covert in the lead at 25, looking for 26, going twice. Guys, Jedi Master Deb, what is up, my friend? 51 months as a Copper Falcon. Holy cow. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Good to see you, Jedi Master Deb. We love you. All right, Jack Covert at 25, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad boy is sold to Jack for 25. Thank you, Mr. Jack. Okay, so Jack Covert. It is definitely good to see Jedi Master Deb. She's been a busy Jedi. All right. Here we go. 1964, proof 68. Kennedy. Up for grabs. Proof 68. And believe it or not, a coin that's only 2 steps away from being perfect is only worth about 40 retail. We'll start the bid off at 30 bucks. Good luck, my friends. Good luck to you. You know what's funny is I travel with a guy that is exactly like Anakin's owner. Going once to Crawdaddy at 30. Buy up gold and silver at 32 like Mr. LeFew going once. Doug Harding and Cole trying to get in there, but buy up just a little bit quicker on the draw. Looking at buy up. Buy up, you're already in the lead, brother. Doug Harding now at 33, looking for 34. Doug Harding is buy up at 35 and staying alive. Going once to buy up gold and silver at 35. Looking for 36 in the mix. Harding is out. Going twice. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you, brother. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Buy up gold and silver in at 35. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to buy up gold and silver for 35. What's up? Vote for Pedro. Flat tire getting home. Then the doorknob fell apart. Holy cow. Well, thanks for being here, bro. All right, so buy up, gold, and silver. Sounds like my family's having fun. They're in there eating dinner. All right. We only got a couple more lots on tonight. We got 27 total. The last one is a beast. I need to pick me up an average circulated 64 Kennedy. I purchased an average roll 64s a while back from Atmex. One was a Benji. Huh. J-Dog, I might have one laying around somewhere, bro. I'll see what I can do. All right. 2013 Proof 69 Ultra Cameo Silver Kennedy. Half. Hubby is retiring at the end of the month. Maybe we'll have more time for live streams. Jedi Master Deb, that'll be awesome. We love having you in the stream. You're a very, very good, positive force in the community, the family, the nest. All right. Starting bid on this one. Let me see. Okay. Retail 35. No, 45. We'll say starting bid at 35. $10 under. That's not too shabby. Random question. Does E-Zest work on war nickels? James Best, I do not clean any coins, my friend. Guys, Crawdaddy stacks coming in at 35, going once. Crawdaddy in the lead, going twice. Last call. Crawdaddy in the lead, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Crawdaddy stacks for 35. That shows you guys I do not slow roll these. If there's no action, it goes really quick. Because I know you guys got other things you can do. I appreciate you all being here. I love you to death. Link, no worries, brother. Good to have you here. I know, Crawdaddy, you got that thing for a bargain on top of it, my friend. All right, we've got one more of the dual coppers. This one's beautiful. This is the double Phoenix. That thing is too freaking sweet. And like the other ones, they retail for about 25 bucks. And we will start the bidding off on these at 15 and see what happens. Good luck, my friends. Joe Overlee coming in at 15. Looking for at least 16. Covert coming in with the bomb on us. You dropped the bomb on me. Jackie at 22. LeFew at 24. Trying to get out the door. Looking for 25. Going once. LeFew in the lead. Covert coming in at 27. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for 28. Going once again. Covert in the lead at 27. Do we hear 28? Going twice. Covert in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Covert in the lead at 27. All in. Michael LeFew says, I know what to do with a George at 28. I grabbed a double copper Star Wars Pokemons. I do have a double copper Star Wars up for grabs tonight. Guys, Covert at 29. J-Dog says, major snopage. Looking for 30. Going once. Going once again to Mr. LeFew at 30. Looking for 31. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Mr. LeFew at 30. All in. Fair warning. Warning. of this bad set is sold to Mr. LeFew for $30. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you as well, Jack Covert. Those things are pretty darn sweet. Matter of fact, Jedi Master Deb, when I got the Star Wars one, I thought about you. It's kind of crazy. Good to see you, hon. Really is. All right. Next item up, we have the last shoe bar of the night. One shoe, it's actually upside down. It should be like that, I believe. I don't know. I think I got it the right way. I'm not really good with Japanese characters. But that is a samurai bar from 1853 to 65 is when those were minted. In that condition, it is worth about $45. If it's graded and gets a MS, it's worth about $100 or so. Okay, we're going to start the bid on this one at $35. Love the Samurai Silver and Gold. Yeah, vote for Pedro. I still have those 2 gold ones from the video. I'm not sure what I want to do. Guys, Doug Harding coming in at $35. Pedro and Frodo trying to get in there, but Harding quicker on the draw. Frodo at $37. Pedro coming in at $40 with the George. Triple B trying to get in there, but Pedro in the lead. Going once to Blue and Brown Boatsy for $45. Ladies and gentlemen, Triple B in the lead at $45. Looking for $46 in the mix. Do we hear $46? Guys, Pedro at $47. Harding is out. Frodo is out. Going once to Pedro at $47. Looking for $48. Going twice. V for P in the lead. Triple B was in there, but vote for Pedro. Edging him out so far. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Hall. This bad samurai is going to be Blue and Brown Boatsy coming in at $48, ladies and gentlemen. Going once with the Super Snope. He said, watch out, vote for Pedro. Going twice. Last call. Guys, vote for Pedro. Dropping the bomb. You dropped the bomb on me, Pedro. Going once to vote for Pedro. V for P. Vote. Triple B says, I got 51, bro. Going once. Looking for 52. What you gonna do? Underwater auctioneer says, vote for Pedro. Coming in at 53. Going, oops, that's supposed to be going once. Pedro in the lead. Going twice. Last call. Blue and Brown Boatsy blowing it up at 54. Going once. Pedro at 55. Going once. We got a battle going on. The most epic battle of the night. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Vote for Pedro can't drive. 55. All in. Blue and Brown Boatsy with a knockout coming in at 56. Going once. Vote for Pedro dropping another bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at $60. Going once. Suzuki. Underwater Suzuki live. Going twice. Last call. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 60. Blue and Brown Boatsy, ladies and gentlemen, says, I'm at 61. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Pedro says it's all yours for $61. Oh, what a show. Sold to Triple B for 61. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that was fun, guys. All right, Triple B. Hey, isn't that the Better Business Bureau? Thank you, dropping the mic. How you doing, bro? Thanks for the killer comments. Guys, today's video that came out, it is too cool. It is kicking some serious butt. Almost 3,000 views with a 9.1 click-through rate. Now, the click-through rate earlier was 11%, but even 9.1 is pretty phenomenal. So, holy cow, guys. Just too cool. All right. Let's, the popularity, guys. Jedi Master Dad with 5 RavenHawk coin memberships going out to everybody. Shadrach 777, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. We got also Doug 1968 GMC. All right, guys. Too cool. Next item up, my friends, 1924 MS64 Peace Dollar. NGC slabbed and certified. Yes, at a 64, my friends. Retail on this is about 150. I do have a reserve on there. We're going to say the reserve at 130. I dropped it $5. That's as best as I can do on the reserve. That coin is pretty darn nice. And vote for Pedro coming in at 130. Looking for 135 to stay alive. Going once. Going twice. 3 times for Larry. Looking for 135. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is going to be sold. To vote for Pedro. For 130, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro getting a killer deal. Dude, the last coin on here is amazing. Seen a dealer selling 2358 plus for 4,000. Yeah, that. You mean a 68 plus? All right. Add it to the WWP. All right. WWP. Vote for Pedro. Matter of fact, vote for Pedro. I need to make you a spreadsheet here in the near future because you got a lot of cool stuff in that auction. Ideal Metal. Started to come and see you today, but could not get there before 5 p.m. Ideal Metal. No worries. I'm not at the shop on Thursdays, but I'll be there tomorrow. All right. You know, Peter Bose was my 4th ever subscriber to the channel. He's been with me for a long time. And I think technically the first subscriber was probably me. And the second one was probably my wife. Third one was probably my own mom. So Peter Bose is probably literally the first actual, like, outside of the family supporter of the channel. All right. Guys, Frodo giving out a membership. Donkey Socks is the very lucky recipient. Doug, can you do me a favor and email Miss... Actually, I'll tell Miss Raven after the show. But look at this. This is the copper Star Wars TIE Fighter and X-Wing. You flip it over. And it's got the emblems of the 2 different entities. The Empire and the Rebellion. pretty darn cool. Again, these go for a little bit more. They go for about 30. But I'm going to do what we've been doing all night. Starting bid at $15. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, Overly coming in at 22 with the pew, pew, pew. Covert in there at 21, but Overly in the lead at 22. Looking for 23. Covert at 27. McFadden was in there, but Covert in the lead at 27. Looking for 28. Yeah, Copper is coming out some pretty cool stuff. Going once to Jedi Master Deb at 29. Ty McFadden at 30, ladies and gentlemen. The Ty going for the TIE Fighter. Going once to Jack Covert at 33. Looking for 34. Dewey here, 34. Going twice. Covert in the league. Jedi Master Deb is out. Last call. Covert in the lead at 33. All in. Fair warning. This bad coins of copper are sold to Jack Covert for 33. All right, ladies and gentlemen, such a cool night tonight. We've had a lot of epic battles. Dropping the mic. Do you pre-register? Hey, vote for Pedro. I believe you need to, actually. But Vote for Pedro has all of the information about the Wounded Warrior Project fundraiser. And I don't want to say anything that isn't correct. So Vote for Pedro. If you want to put in here how people can be added to the Wounded Warrior auctions, please do. Okay, this is Jack Covert. All right. Now, this last item, ladies and gentlemen, it's really hard to find beautiful Standing Liberty quarters that are not only graded, but graded at a higher level. You guys are the nest. I always give you first shot at the coolest stuff that I got. 26 Denver, MS64, PCS slabbed and certified, Standing Liberty quarter. Now, this is a beast of a coin. I left it as the last item on the night. There is a reserve at 420. It's worth a little more than that, of course. Retails at least 435 or so, probably about 450 to 460 is what you would get it from a dealer. Good luck, my friends. I know this is a beast of a coin. If it sells, awesome. If not, you know, it'll go into the coin show bucket, so to speak. But I do let you guys have first dibs because that is a truly, truly kick butt coin. So good luck, my friends. Frodo says he wishes. And here's the thing. One of the things that when I do the auctions is I don't expect everything to sell, you know. It is literally you guys get first shot being the nest. That's just the best way that I can put it. That's the way I've always done it. Let's see here. No registration needed for Wounded Warrior Project. All bidders are welcome. New bidders just have to confirm their first donation before bidding on additional lots. Right on. Thank you, brother. It is a very nice coin. Joe Overly, this coin here, this is the only version of this coin for that year. The 26D. Guys, Rockzilla dropping the bomb on us. Going once. You know what? Rockzilla, you're amazing, brother. Raven is a true American. Thank you, Frodo. You too. Going twice. Last call. It really is. All right. Holy Peppa, says Doug Wagner. Brother Doug. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is blue and brown boatsy. The auction for Wounded Warrior Project is the weekend of July 4th. All in. Fair warning. Looking for 435. This bad coin is sold to Rockzilla for 430. Thank you, Rockzilla. All right. Get his name on here. Yep, I'm the first auctioneer at the Wounded Warrior Project, July 3rd. Let's see what day that is, my friends. July 3rd is a Friday. So it'll be pretty darn cool. Rockzilla, thank you, brother. I appreciate you very, very much. Dropping the mic, that one might have gotten a cack bean put on it. That is a true statement, my brother. All right, it is time to do the end of stream giveaway. We're giving away a 1877 seated lib. Here's the thing. I said in the videos worth 60, 70 bucks. I paid 60 for this. So this is probably worth even more. I didn't look it up, but I know I paid 60. So that is going to be given away with a James Warner 40%er. A big shout out and thank you to Teacher 1388 and Create Craft Coins and Collectibles for all their hard work. Dropping the mic. Yes, that is the end of stream giveaway. I am giving away a seated Liberty $50, my friend. All right, so let's get this started. I can't do this every time, but from time to time I can. Let's see, where is Silver Kit? Kitco, $65.22. Amazing, down $5 again, guys. That's just freaking unreal. I don't even want to get started. You know what's funny? There's somebody that watched the video earlier and made a comment when we were talking about stuff not being sold at the show, and they said that the banter of myself, Sean, and Stephanie was infuriating. It's some of the funniest stuff ever. What's up, Mustang Dave? What's up, Scorpio? Silver roller coaster on a decline. It's been a slow fall, you know. It just is what it is, but it's really kind of shocking to see some of the things that are said in the videos, you know. It's almost like, well, why are you watching if you don't like it? I mean, you know, like honestly, I mean, anyway, it is what it is. It's part of being in social media, you know. You got to take the good with the bad. Rubicon 60, that is a true statement, my friend. Makes you go, Yep, Jedi Master Deb, you know what? I actually noticed that when I have a video, I don't get a lot of what you would call viral kind of videos, you know. I've been averaging quite nicely lately, you know. A decent video gets me 3,500 views. That's pretty cool, and that's over like a 3 or 4 day period. Today, this video has 2.7 thousand views already. And whenever I have a video that performs like this one, I would estimate to say might, if I get lucky, hit, you know, 10,000 views in a couple days kind of thing. But whenever I have a video that does that well, Wolf Track says your videos are filled with information. They're great. Thank you, brother. All of a sudden, a certain amount of trolling comes out, you know? And you're right, J-Dog. Haters are gonna hate, supporters are gonna support, but it is really kind of funny that there's anybody that's intimidated by me on YouTube at all. I am one of the most mellow people out there. It's really hard to get my blood going or me to get jealous or mad or anything. Um, and there's so much room on YouTube for everybody to do well. Thank you, Mud Swat. You're awesome too. New meat to feed on Invisible River Ranch. You know, it's just really weird to see that people go out of their way to try to influence other people. You know, like, oh, you shouldn't watch this. Go watch these other people. I don't ever do that on anybody's channels. If I leave a comment on your stuff, I'm talking about the video. Vincent Caparina, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You too, Crawdaddy. Everybody in here, I really do appreciate all that you do. What's up, Dewey Day? Tim Whitley, how you doing? Nothing but love for Raven. We had our differences, but we ended up being grown adults and became friends/brothers. Yep. Matter of fact, Mudswat will tell you, I went out of my way. I have done stuff for people, you know, that I don't even know to make sure that they could get a job, you know, or do cool stuff. Ideal Metal said he's in the same way in the shop. Thank you, bro. That means a lot to me. All right, let's pick the winner and let you guys get rolling because I know you want to do other things. I appreciate each and every one of you. James Barron, thank you, my friend. Gary S. says, it's time for dinner. Come on, pick the winner. And we're going to pick that winner in 3, 2, 1, boom, shaka-laka-laka-laka. David G, holy cow. I think David G won the early bird too. Thank you, Joe. Keep on rolling, 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 rock. Haters trying to get a reaction. Negative attention to them is better than none at all. Think about it. Who wants to spend time with someone like that? That's for sure. David G, I twice in one night. Way to go, man. You need to go buy a lotto ticket, my brother. Yeah, no way. Congrats. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you and shout out to all the mods. You guys are absolutely amazing. J-Dog, CM Silver, Mustang, Dave, Brother Doug Wagner, Jedi Master Deb, Silver Chupacabra, American Patriot, Mud Swat, Invisible River Ranch, Create Craft, Teacher 1388. Anybody that I missed, I absolutely apologize, but we do have a large group of mods in here. Oh, vote for Pedro. And everybody that bought something tonight, shout out to Michael LeFew, Triple B, Blue and Brown Boatsy, Doug Harding, Cole C, Jack Covert, Rockzilla, Metallic Silver Skull, J-Dog, buy up Gold and Silver, Crawdaddy Stacks, and vote for Pedro. Again, thank you guys, and we will see you next week. I don't have a coin show for quite a while, so that's a good thing. I'll be really, really stoked to see you all soon. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another. We'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins. Have a great day.